It is 8:15 a.m., a random week of a random month in a random year, and you are wondering where and how time has flown. Welcome to the art of slow living, or rather, the slow passage of time. Ever heard the saying, meditate to learn that your thoughts are not your own? Well, the art of slow living or the slow passage of time forces you to meditate, upon which you will realize that much of what is going through your mind right now isn't what is intended to be. Your thoughts shape your reality, and if your thoughts are heavily influenced by the quick, rapid movement of the society, the algorithm, the constant swiping, the constant noise, and all this clutter, then your reality becomes distorted. But the slow passage of time teaches you that that isn't the reality and that you can set a reality of your own. Before we proceed, this video isn't for everyone, and here are some of the reasons why this video isn't necessarily meant for you. Here are my two reasons why whatever I'm saying in this video is gonna sound like straight work to you. At the top is if you are comfortable with where you are and don't actually realize that there is a need to embrace a different lifestyle, one where you are separated from the noise, one where you are not feeling overwhelmed by the pressures of life. And if you recognize that that isn't a lifestyle you want, a life of stress, a life of quick pace rather, then you might want to sit along. First of all, I would like to apologize for any inconsistencies in my audio, any errors and mistakes. This is the first time I am speaking in front of a microphone, and kind of feeling a little bit nervous, but it is it is by large a result of the slow passage of time. I am sitting next. I'm sitting by a river, staring at a farm, staring at nature, and I'm taking it in and realizing that my thoughts, the thoughts I thought I had, weren't necessarily my own. And I am feeling challenged to speak from my mind, to speak directly from my heart and from my knowledge directly into the microphone. Um, at the background, you're going to see what largely forms my daily life, my home. I live rurally now after moving in back from the city, and the city is just ghetto, for lack of a better word. The city will chew you up and spit you out. The city will do a lot of things for you. On the positive side, it will build you, it will expose you to different scenarios and different people. And on the flip side, if you are not careful, that might be a bit toxic. It might be hard to enjoy the slow passage of time in the city. Well, you may be lucky to find a spot or two, or just crack open a window and just stare into the mindless traffic and the mindless chaos and the rush. But it is not comparable to what you can get somewhere far away in the countryside, in the rural, and that is a lifestyle for those who know what they want different, right? And so, as I sit here enjoying the slow passage of time, I can't help but think about the benefits of it. Like, for starters, I am just realizing that much of what I consume or I have consumed from the internet and from interactions with people on the daily is not my own. Like I said, or like I quoted, you ought to meditate to learn that your thoughts are not your own. The slow passage of time gives you no option but to meditate upon it, to meditate upon your thoughts, to meditate upon just your life in general. The art of slow living also helps for me. It helps me to find my voice. I have realized in this has happened in the slow passage of time, and I will keep saying that the slow passage of time, um, metaphorically, but you could also take it as it is, literally. The slow passage of time has allowed me to shun away the noise, to listen intently to the wind, to the chirping of the birds, to enjoy the sides of monkeys, of banana plantations, of a raging river, to take it all in and not listen to anything besides that, not listen to anyone besides whatever it is in front of me. I believe that is my definition, or rather my reference of the slow passage of time. And like I said, it is allowing me to find my voice because now I am not listening to um, buses, I'm not listening to cars, I'm not listening to trains, I'm not listening to the likes, right? And it is no perfection by no means is it perfection. It is far from it. It is every bit of boredom. It is so boring. I wish I could go back into the chaos and the madness. But as it is, the goal, as it should be for anybody watching this, is to better oneself in different areas. That includes speech, maybe uh, your interactions with people. Much of it can largely be influenced by the noise around you, by the fast pace and the passage of time, right? But on the flip side, if you decided to go with the slow living, slow uh, passage of time, then you get to learn that you can interact with people much better. You can learn that by enjoying your own company, you can learn to enjoy the company of other people. Um, I'm 8 minutes into the video and I'm starting to enjoy the benefits of the slow living of time and the slow passage of time. Um, at the end of today, I am going to sit back and be proud that I sat down to enjoy the slow passage of time, um, and that the cows too had a good time, enjoy the sunset, and I'm gonna be happy and I'm going to be proud because this is a gift from God once again. Also, of importance to note is that the slow passage of time allows oneself to hear from God. If you are constantly wondering how people get to hear the voice of God, I mean, how do you expect to hear the voice of God if your mind and your time and your basically your space is just filled with clutter and noise and you're rushing, you're rushing through life, you're rushing to scroll, you're rushing to eat, you're rushing to go to work. I mean, please do not go to work. But if you're rushing to it and you're rushing through your day and you are expecting through it all to hear the voice of God, You may hear the voice of God, but that may not be it. I do remember at some point my father once dropped a gem on me that God is all around us. I mean, it is something that you've had probably in your elementary or Sunday school. God is all around us. But to hear the real voice of God, we ought to listen more carefully and keener than listening to the things you listen to every day, because God is all around us, right? God is next to the person you sit, is in the person you sit next to when you're going to work. Mm. But the slow passage of time takes you away from all that noise and puts you in a focus mode, in a space where God's voice is gonna be more direct, it's gonna be more um, enlightening, it's going to sound more as it should be, right? And I would go on and on about how the slow passage of time is of importance and how you ought to tune into such blessings. But then again, um, I'm willing to bet that this is where we are, and you're going to go back into the fast pace of life. Understandably, it is my hope that even as you like and subscribe and possibly comment under this video, you're going to deeply realize that life doesn't have to be so fast, life doesn't have to be so rushed. Even the simple art of drinking a cup of tea ought not to be rushed. Sip it in, take it in, enjoy a slow walk, do something that is going to be the opposite of your fast paced life. And who knows, maybe you're going to hear the voice of God, maybe you're going to grow in one way or another, maybe you're going to genuinely appreciate the life that is your own and that you are trying to create, right? Because at the end of the day, it's got to meet some, it's gonna mean some, it's got to meet something, man, right? Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully we'll talk again.